everybody, welcome to episode 19 of the Inspired Knitting Podcast. I am your host Bobby and I am coming to you from New Brunswick, Canada. I would first like to welcome any new viewers who may be tuning in for the first time, welcome, and to all returning viewers, welcome back. This is a podcast about knitting and spinning and lots of fiber fun. Last week I did not post a video up. The last episode that I put up, I was actually 3 days late on it. I was having issues on podcast, like doing the video in the first place, and then I was taking a whole day just to upload it. YouTube was being real crappy and I couldn't get it up, and it wasn't until the next morning that I was actually able to upload it. So that kind of threw me off schedule, and I also kind of had a knitter's block of sorts. I went about 3 days where I just couldn't touch my knitting. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling really well to begin with, but just touching my knitting wasn't going to happen. But anyways, I don't have any finished objects to share with you this time, but I have some new cast-ons and lots of works in progress, so I'm going to jump right into it. The first thing that I've been working on is actually a project I shared with you guys last time. I had just casted it on, I believe. This is the Aida top-down cardigan by Knitwear Designs. It's a little baby cardigan, and this one is also P111 for like the design name. So last time I remember I had casted it on. It's got like a garter collar. I had did a cable cast on and I didn't like it, so I did rip it back out and I just did my regular German twist cast on. And this is what I have so far. So there it is. I knit down to the arms, so I separated for the arms, and I'm going to turn it here so you can see a little bit better. So there's the arm, and that's pretty much where I stopped. So as you can see, it's just pretty much a plain stockinette cardigan, but this is what I love about it, and it's got this cute little leaf design for the where the button band would be. So that's going to continue all the way down the cardigan. So super excited to see how this one turns out, and it'll look even better when it's blocked. And that's Kaylee.
I'm looking for your tin with the yarn like throws.
Right here. We're having lots of fun here today, as you can see. So yeah, got this cute little leaf design going down the button band, and it's knitting up really fast. This is super simple. This lace pattern is very easy to get through, and it's also very memorizable too. So yeah, super awesome. I am loving it. Can't wait to finish. I am doing the newborn size because it comes in 3 sizes. I'm doing the smallest size, but it's going to end up coming out to a 12-month size, if that makes sense. Because the sweater is made with a DK weight yarn and smaller needles, I believe. And I am using a worsted weight yarn and slightly bigger needles. I did change them. I went down to a 4.5 millimeter just because the 5s that I was using was trading too loose of a fabric, and this here to me is better. It's not too dense, it's still like drapey, but it's not too open like or loose like the 5s were. So anyway, I'm loving it. It's awesome. And yeah, that's the Aida cardigan by Knitwear Designs. And the color that I'm using for this is my Lion Brand Heartland in the 109 Olympic colorway. Now my camera is making this appear like a turquoise color, but it's really blue. So I don't know if that's actually going to turn out that way for you guys, but that's the way it's looking for me, so I hope not. And I apologize, when I watched the episode playback last week, I realized that when I was showing you the ball, it was actually like off camera. It was showing it was on camera to me, but it wasn't, so I apologize for that, and I'll try to make sure that I hold it closer to my face so you actually see it. But yeah, very pretty. Love. So that's one works in progress that I'm doing. I'm gonna try to get that one done this week if I can. No promises though. The other thing that I started, I needed to do another hat. A friend of mine had asked for 2 hats, and I did one for her. Now I need to do the second. So her request was she just wanted a black hat, but I was allowed to pick the pattern for it. So she likes slouchy hats, so I thought I would go for my favorite hat, which is the Tupelo slouch. I done 3 of them now, I believe. It's just really pretty. It's got like a simple cable, but it's not too overly patterned either. It's just really nice. I love it. So the Tupelo slouch is by Sara Gresbach. I don't know if I'm saying her last name right, and if I'm not, I'm sorry. But yeah, this is going to be seriously hard to see because it is black. But it starts off with a cabled brim on it. So you got all these pretty cables going along the bottom. And then once you get up to the center panel here, that pretty cable continues up the sides here. And then you have this bigger one in the center. So if I bring that closer, hopefully you guys are able to make it out. But yeah, isn't that gorgeous? Oh, this is one of my favorite patterns ever. And then the back of the hat is just, or the rest of the hat is just plain stockinette stitch. But yeah, totally awesome. My favorite go-to hat. I really need to knit one of these just for myself because I love it. But yeah. This is also, surprise, surprise, another Lion Brand yarn. This is the Black Cannon colorway. And it's a black, definitely, but I don't know if you could see it. There's like little halos of gray in there. So I think it just adds a nice touch. Hopefully she likes it because she said she just wanted plain black, but I don't think the gray halos really affect it that much, so oh well. If she doesn't like it, then I guess it's for me, right? But
that's
yeah.
the way to think.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the Tupelo Slouch by Sara Gresbach, I believe. So this I definitely want to get done in the next couple days. I think another few hours worth at least, and I could have it done. I think the last time I looked and measured, I'm 1 inch off from the finishing the body, and then I can do the crowning decreases. So it's gonna take no time at all, because this cable, like these 3 cables that are here, are the only thing that's really complicated. The rest is just plain knit, so it does work up very fast. So yes, should have this as a finished object next week. And for this project I am using my Knitter's Pride Zing circulars, interchangeables in the 5mm. And this hat also comes in 3 sizes. It comes in child, adult small, and adult large, and I am doing the adult small, I believe. Can't remember. Check my Ravelry page and I'll have the correct one there, but I think this is the adult small that I'm doing. So there's that one. The next one that I'm working on, I am really excited about. I've been trying to hold off casting this on just so I could get some other stuff finished, but I couldn't wait. I had to do it. So you all know that I've been wanting to cast myself on a sweater, and I had 2 sweaters in mind. It was either the Light Rain by Joji Locatelli or the Kingston Tunic by Andrea Mowry. So I think I spoke about this in the last podcast that I got the yarn for my Kingston Tunic. Well, it came in and I started it and I am so excited. I'm just going to undo this really quickly so you can see better. So this sweater is knit from the bottom up and it has a split hem on it. So this is my first panel. This is the ribbing that would be at the bottom. Now I need to cast on for the other side, and then once I do that, this gets joined and then the sweater is worked in the round. So this is what I have so far. I'm so excited. I'm doing the extra large size, and this is a worsted weight cardigan. For this project, I have chosen the Patons Canadian, which is 100% acrylic, and it is a worsted weight, and I chose the cranberry or raspberry colorway, sorry. So yeah, it's actually a little bit more pink than I anticipated it to be. It looked more red on the website, but that's okay. It's still fine, I love it. So yeah, I don't know if I got enough skeins. I picked up 6 skeins of this, so hopefully it's going to be enough, but if not, that's alright. But yes, that's what I cast it on. I think it was last week. So yeah, this is definitely something I want to be working on all the time because I want the sweater, but I'm trying to work on a little bit of everything at the moment. So yes, my Kingston Tunic by Andrea Mowry. So the next thing I casted on, I wanted to start another pair of socks. I want to partake in Kristen's box of socks for the year. So the challenge is you knit a pair of socks every month and you have this gorgeous box of socks at the end of the year. So I'm going to try to fit in a pair of socks every month if possible. So in my order that I did for my sweater yarn, I end up picking up some sock yarn. Now this sock yarn I've been wanting to have for a very long time. It is the Regia Designs line, Arnie and Carlos, and how pretty is this? It's not self-striping, but it's like a self-design. There's a pretty design that happens, and my colorway that I got is 03653, which is the Star Night colorway. So yeah, I love this. It's got some purples, like mauve purples, some greens, and some gray. Maybe it's white, but it kind of looks more on the gray side, but yeah, so pretty. Here's the tag that I got with it. So I'm guessing that's the way the design would work up. And as you can see, there's the Star Night colorway. So excited to see how this turns out. So I just have it in one of my little DPN cozies that I made up. And I cast it on the cuffs two nights ago, I think. And then I was going to work on this last night. Kaylee, my boyfriend, and I sat down to watch Seven Sisters, and I just got so intrigued by the movie that I couldn't pick up my knitting. So nothing happened on it last night, but I managed to get this much done this morning. So that's what I have so far. So again, I'm doing contrasting heels, cuffs, and toes. And for this, I don't know if I have it here, It's just the Knit Picks Stroll Fingering in the white colorway. It's just a plain basic white. And yeah, that's what I have done so far, and I am loving how it's working out. I always see everybody doing the Arnie and Carlo socks, and they have such beautiful patterns. All Regia ones I love. They have such beautiful patterning, but so excited about this. And I have my little dingle dot. It says down dreaming of the sea. Yes, I am. So yeah, that's just a mark to tell me where my beginning is. So love it. So excited about this. I feel like my gauge is going to be too loose again on these socks. I'm still using my 2.25s, but I really do think that I need to go down to a 2 or just start casting on 58 stitches rather than 64, because I feel my gauge is too loose. But I'm just going to continue with my 64 stitch count. I'm just doing a plain vanilla sock with an afterthought heel, so it's no different than my last ones. So I'll just see how it works out. If it is too loose, then I'm going to try something different to try to get it to be a little bit more tighter. So we'll see what happens with that, but I'm just gonna go with it for now. So anyways, one more thing to show you guys for works in progress, and it's my sister shawl by Cozyupdesigns and the Cozy Up with the Stitch and Sisters podcast. And as I mentioned last time, if you wish not to see any progress on this, just tune out now. This will be the end of this section. I am actually behind on the clues, so right now people that are working on it should be working on clue 3. I am still at clue 2. Oh my gosh. But clue 2 came out last Monday, and I had started it that very day. I was up bright and early and I had it downloaded. I got through 2 repeats of the lace, because the next part is lace, and I had stopped that night and I failed to mark down like the row I was on, and I kept trying to figure it out and I couldn't. So I think it was yesterday I ended up ripping back all the work that I had done. So yeah, so unfortunately I still am at clue 1, which is okay, because when I had cast it on, or when I started doing clue 2, they had actually had a slight mistake in the pattern. So I think it was just some rows of garter, I believe, like the striping that was missing. So it wasn't a huge deal to me. I was fine with it. But since I had to rip out all that lace, I'm just going to do the garter part and then restart the lace again. So I have a lot of catching up to do, but oh well, I'm gonna be happy with it when it's done, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah, this is pretty much all I have done so far. All of this is still clue 1 though. There's been no new progress, unfortunately. Like I said, I did the lace, but I messed up on it, and yeah. But the lacy section, it's actually Jamie's section of the pattern, and it's called Lacy's Eggs, and it's just this gorgeous lace pattern, and I'm sure if you guys are following it, you've seen it. It just looks stunning. I love it. So yeah, gotta redo that part and get going on clue 3. So I'm seriously behind, but I don't care. As long as it gets done, that's all I care about. So oh well. For this one, I'm just going to go over the colorways quick in case you're wondering. This is the first color, my main color, is the brown, which is Knit Picks Gloss Fingering, and this is in the Timber colorway. And this is a Merino silk blend. So there's that one. My tonal color is Barnyard Knits in the Rustic Oak colorway. This is merino and nylon sock base, and I think you guys could see it. It's also got the gold sparkle in it, and that's what I love most about it. It's just so pretty, and it plays off these colors so well. So there's that one. And then my third color is Knit Pick Stroll Fingering in the navy colorway, and this is a merino nylon base as well. So yeah, those are my 3 colors. I wish I had more progress to show you guys on it, but I don't. That's just how it goes, right? Yeah. I am one of those people where if I have a slight mistake in my work, it's fine. I can just fudge it if my stitches are off or whatever and be fine with it. But you could definitely tell that the lace repeat was off, and I couldn't live with that. My OCD just kicked right in and it had to come apart, so whatever. It would have bothered me. So anyways, that was my Cozy Up, or I should say my sister shawl by Cozyupdesigns. So that's all I have for knitting this week. I feel like I kind of rushed through this, but that's okay. I have a little bit of stash. No, actually I don't. Kaylee brought these over. We kind of had to be mean with the cat. We weren't being mean though. We were trying to...
Hey, come on. We didn't attach it to a onesie.
That's true. We wanted something to keep her paws warm. So I ended up just crocheting like these little bell slippers. And it's just got like a chain for... I did like 2 little chains to tie them up, and got like 4 of them here for her little paws. And yeah, she wasn't impressed at all. Yeah, she didn't like them, so yeah, kind of expected that, but it's a thought that counts, right? So if I can remember, I will try to attach the little short video that I got of her. She had her legs flinging all over as she's trying to walk, and then she's trying to like lick them off. She managed to get 2 off,
Yeah,
I think.
She was trying to untie them with her teeth.
Yeah, she was trying to untie them with her teeth. I think she managed to get 2 of them off, and then we just took the other 2 off.
I took the others off.
We were afraid to go to sleep at night because of what she might do to us. But yeah, so just... I started off just like you would a little shoe. I just started off with 5 chains, and then did some increases around the toes, and then did some decreasing and just worked a few extra rows. And yeah, there was no pattern to this. I just made something up. So yeah, that didn't turn out very well, but it was super cute. So that is now all the knitting I have for you this week. I will have a little bit of stash enhancement to show you. I feel like I'm forgetting something in this, but whatever. If I find it, I'll show you guys in another episode. But so I got my order for my my sweater yarn, which I showed you guys. So I end up getting 6 balls of the Canadian in the raspberry colorway for my Kingston sweater. I ended up picking up some more of the Patton's Classic Wool. I got, this is the worsted weight. I got 2 more balls of white, or it's the Aran, I think that's how you say it, colorway. It's just like a creamy white. I got 2 of those. And then this one kept calling my name, and that is not true to color at all. But it's in the aquarium colorway. It's like a really pretty deep aqua. It is not that green. My camera is not doing what it should be doing right now. But anyway, it's a very beautiful aqua color. So my idea for these is color work. What it's going to be, if it's going to be mittens or a hat or whatever, I have no idea yet. But I just want to practice more on my color work. So it's pretty much what these are for. So I got those. And then I have my one skein of yarn from Long Dog Designs. It's like this beautiful orange and hot pink, and there's, I think, a little bit of green in it. Gorgeous yarn, and I want it to become a shawl. And I've been trying to pair it with some other yarns that I have in my stash. Now I have two pinks that I could use. I have a hot pink, and then I have, it's more of a peachy pink with a gold stellina going through it. That one's from Volavine Yarns. I just love that one. I can never find the right project for it. I had started a shawl with it like over 2-3 years ago, but it got ripped out. So now the yarn's just been sitting in my stash, caked up, just waiting for something. But I feel it's just not quite the right color to go with it. I don't know yet. But anyway, I wanted to find some yarn that would go with it. So I ended up picking out, I made this whole order with Yarn Canada, and I saw that they had the Handmaiden fine yarn, and they have the, it's her Kashba base, which is an 80% merino, 10% nylon, and 10% cashmere. And this is in the apricot colorway. And I just thought that would look so pretty with it. It's just gorgeous, and it's so soft, guys. It's so squishy. It's got that cashmere in it, and it's so wonderful. So yeah, this could possibly be paired with that for a shawl. So yeah, there's the tag. And I've heard a lot about Handmaiden, but I'd never used it before, so super excited to try it. So that was a very exciting part of that order. The next thing I got is some notions. So I've been wanting to get some more stitch markers because I don't have a lot. When I got my Zing needles, I actually forgot to share these with you. I got some colored stitch markers. They come in a nice little box here. And this is for, it's 60 stitch markers, and it goes up to a 9mm. So they'll like fit a 9mm. Now I'll try to show this without dumping them. It's just all these pretty colored stitch markers. And there's several of one color, so I find it very helpful when you're doing repeats, like a raglan increase on my sweater. I used all the same color stitch markers, and then I used like a different color to mark where my lace repeat was for the like the band. So I find that really helpful. So I'm loving these, and they're not cheap plastic, if that makes sense. Like, they're very heavy duty. They don't feel flexible or nothing, like they're not going to break. So I'm loving that. So I got those. And then I got some more fancier ones. These are from Yarn Canada. They had the Susan Bates ones, and these are the Charming Stitch Markers. So it comes with 3 of them. So we got like a little skein of yarn. Then we got a knitted sweater and a ball of yarn. You can see that. And then I got 2 of them, because right now on my Aida cardigan I'm using the little ball of yarn. So I got those. And then I made an order from Etsy, And I'm just gonna get the bag open here. So I got some stitch markers from Polka Dots and Ladybugs. Her name is April Rothenberger, and she is from Saskatchewan, Canada. And she does some really amazing stitch markers, and she has knitting ones, and she has some crocheting ones, and they're awesome. She has some other stuff in her shop too, but there's the first set I got. This is her business card, and then she attaches the stitch markers to it. So the first one I got is just like a little heart that says, "I love my cat," which I do. And it's got a cute little, we got a cute little kitty here. And then we got like a little girl, and then another cat that's like hanging on for dear life. And then we got like a little heart with a paw print. So let me see. Oh, and that one also says, "I love my cat" as well. And she attaches like another ring on the back here where you can take the stitch markers off this and then put them onto the little ring here. So I haven't done that yet. I just wanted to keep them on until I showed you guys. You could kind of see the way they came. So I got these ones, which has the dark purple beads. I got these ones, which is the exact same stitch markers, but on pink. And same thing, but with the different color beads. I don't remember why I ordered 3 of the same one. Don't quite remember that, but apparently I'm a cat lady. But it doesn't matter, like they're all different beads, so I don't care. And then there's this one, and this one's my favorite. We got this set here, which has like a fish scale. Then we got like a dolphin, which I love this. This reminds me of my mom, because my mom just loved dolphins. So I got a dolphin. Then we got like a little fish. Yeah, like a little fish one. Yeah, sorry. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see them just slightly better. Got like a stingray there, and then like a mermaid's tail. How cute is that? I just love this one. And the dingle dop that I have on my sock right now with Dreaming of the Sea, that's actually part of this set. So yeah, and then she puts it on a cute little clasp here. So yeah, so cute. These again are by Polka Dots and Ladybugs. April Rothenberger, and you can find her shop on Etsy. She has great value for these, and she's in Saskatchewan, so I think it took a week and a half maybe for them to arrive here. So really good shipping, and it didn't cost that much either, so super excited about those. So yeah, that's what I have for stash enhancement. And then just skipping back to my order with Yarn Canada, I got myself some more DPN needles. Now knowing what I do about my socks, I wish I would have gotten a 2mm, but I ended up getting another set of 2.25s, and these are in the Knitter Pride Dreams. And I also got a 4.5mm. So yeah, I really love the Dreams. They're nice. They are wooden needles, but they are really nice to knit with. Currently right now, anything that I end up using is like just the cheap gray ones. I don't know. I think they might be Red Heart brand. You can get them from like Michael's and from Walmart. I got mine from Walmart. That's what I've just been picking up randomly for different sizes, but I don't really like knitting on them that much because they don't really have that nice glide to them, or slip to them as we should say. So I want to start investing in like better needles. So I decided to grab these for now. I think though in the future I am going to get the DPNs of the Knitter's Pride Zings because I really enjoy them. And yeah, we'll just go from there. So got those two. Like I said, I think I'm forgetting something from that order, but if I realize it and remember it, I will show you guys in another episode. So yeah, that is pretty much all for this week. I will post show notes to the down bar below, and I will also give you links to my website, sweetcomfortdesigns.com, where you can find all the patterns and direct links to the pattern. I do like a little bit of a written blog now on the episode, so if you're interested in checking that out, you can. You can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is now open. It's Bobby Minnick, and I will have that spelled correctly down below. Let me see, Ravelry, you can find me as xcountrygirl1986x, and let me see, I have now created a new Facebook account for the podcast, so you can find it under Inspired Knitting, which if I can remember I will link that below as well. So I don't really do too much there, but I'm going to try to keep it active. When I upload a podcast, you'll be notified, and I will probably start posting projects there. And yeah, I don't know how active I'm going to be with it, but it's there. So anyways, so yeah, I think that's pretty much all for this week. Hope you guys are having an awesome week, and yeah, I will see you guys next week and hopefully have more to show for. So until then, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Oh, she got one off. She got one off already.
Oh wow.
We are so dead.
Rami!
We are so dead. So dead. She got one off. Actually, I think she got one completely off, actually. Wait, you don't like your new booties? I swear she's trying to undo it. She's like trying to undo it. Honey.